welcome to a new class again. Um, we are going to look at some aspect of Excel which is very important. In terms of data analysis, data cleaning. So it's called data cleaning, or you can call it data transformation. So it's the part of transformation, or sometimes you can say you are preparing your data or pre-processing. You are pre-processing your data so that it can be used effectively for analysis. So in this case, when we say data cleaning, it's just to make sure that your data is accurate in terms of it's consistent. There's integrity. I would like to say there's integrity and completeness in your data set. So that is the purpose or the essence of the data cleaning. It's always possibly like this third stage. The first stage, you understand, identify the problems you want to tackle or you want to deal with. Then the second stage is to gather data. Then the third stage is to clean your data for analysis. Then the fourth stage is to analyze. The fifth stage, possibly if you need to do visualization, you do that. And then you do reporting, or possibly like inside reporting there's recommendation, summary, like that, your findings. Okay, so that is the processes in data analysis. Okay, so we are going to look at data cleaning. For us to be able to clean our data, what do we mean by that? So there are several things you need to carry out when you're cleaning your data. The first one I've written here is if you check here now, you see removing duplicates. Take note of that, duplicate. So sometimes you are collecting data, or let's say through a Google form. The people that are filling the form, sometimes they are filling it twice or thrice or more than that. It could be less than that. So there's a duplicate, and you are getting false number. That is, you are not getting the actual number of registration, because possibly it's more than that. So you have to remove duplicates. Knock off some people who are registered multiple times. Okay, so you remove duplicates. So in the second one is text function. So sometimes you need to change your text. Possibly if your names, you could start with capital letter, or it could be expected for all the letters there to be capital letters. So you can change it if there's any need. Some context you have to change whatever is written at the make sure that the text content is either lowercase, uppercase, or if there is space, unnecessary space, you can trim it. So that is for text function. The other one is find and replace. Sometimes maybe you want to replace every boys that exists in data set. The boys, boys. So you want to replace it with what? Male. We have female, we have male. So in this case now, you can use find and replace. So that's, you are changing your data set, trying to make sure everything is okay. So that is for what? Find and replace. Then the other one is filter. You remove some things you don't need. You can filter. You understand? That is filter. I've done filter before. Then you also have what's called data validation, so that there will be integrity and consistency in this case. So the next one is fixing date and time. The format of your date may not be the recommended format. It all depends. So the process of you putting the date in the right format, so that is part of data cleaning. I'm not saying that you need to execute this in all your data set. It could arise, issues could arise that you have to execute these various activities. Then the other one is handling missing value. There are missing values, you understand? So sometimes people don't fill some things, or there are no missing data there. Sometimes you might need to fill it up. The other one is conditional formatting. So you may need to format it conditionally, like so that you can identify errors, inconsistency, like that. I've taught conditional formatting before, so you can check my previous video if you are not there, if you have not watched that. So the other one is pivot table. So you might need to do pivot table. Of course, this one is some core areas of data analysis. A pivot table can also be used to summarize your data and filter out some things. Understand? Then the other one is data quality analysis. So you might need to perform quality analysis of your data. Okay, so that you can identify outliers. Outliers are just abnormalities, some wrong information, or some mistaken information that are featuring your data set. Okay, so you may need to remove all those stuff out of those place. So these techniques ensure that your data is clean. So these are the steps, but I will go straight to the practicals now, so that you understand better. So we have this data set right now. So let me just create an empty space here. Empty space. So I want to remove empty space. I want to show you how to remove empty space. If there are very many, like they are up to 50, let me just insert here now. So if they are up to 50 empty space, so I want to show you how to remove the empty space. So these are 3, of course. So if you want to remove empty space, number you click and right click, you delete. You understand? Then this one too, you click, you right click, you delete. This one too, the same thing. So that is one way. But if they are up to 100 empty space, are you going to delete it one by one? No. So what you have to do is, let me just select. So you can select this entire data set. Let me just, or I would have reused that our data set we have been using, but fine, this is okay. So just make sure you follow me very well. Now you see I've selected it, everything here now. So what you would do, you just go to find and select. This find and select, you go to special. When you click go to special now, you go to blank. So it's going to identify all the blanks in your data set that you have selected. So it has identified. So I go to delete now. So I delete rows. I can delete rows. So you see now it has taken away every blank rows out of that place. Okay, let me show you the other one. Let me just copy the J here. The J. I want to show you how to remove duplicate. Let's assume that we have duplicate. Let's assume that you just have duplicate, for instance. So you have duplicate like this. Let me take Senegal again. Senegal as a duplicate. Let me just paste it here. So let's assume that we have duplicate, for instance. So I want to knock off the duplicate. There are 2 information that were duplicated in this case now. So what I'm going to do is I want to make sure I clear off duplicate from this set. So I click, I select everything right now, and duplicate. You go to data. When you go to data, you will see how to remove duplicates. Now in the data, let's hit this one. So if you check here now, this place, you will see a whole lot some things here that we're going to use. So if you check this one, you see remove duplicate. This icon is showing remove duplicate. So if I click, it's going to ask you some questions. The duplicate column, I've selected those columns. Yeah, I've selected those columns. So it's going to check duplicate in these columns. So if you need only the first column, you can check and uncheck the others. So but I want you to remove it from all of them where they are. Okay, so I click now. So it said 2 duplicate. You know, I duplicated 2 information. So 2 duplicates found and removed. 17 remain special or unique or distinct. So I click OK. So I've knocked off duplicates. Automatically Excel has done it for me. Okay, so that is for removing of duplicates. Then also to split column, there's another one to split column. You know, you have different ways of splitting column. Let me come to this place. So I want to show you how to separate these 2 words. Yeah, I want to show you here. So you come to this, you select it. When you select it, you click text to column. Others don't have. I'm just using this one as an example. So there's space here. So anyone that has 2 words to separate it. So you click text to column, delimiter. You go to next. You see space. So I can use tab as my case to judge the line of separation. Is it semicolon? Is it comma? Whatever. So I'm using space because Nigeria and Abuja there's space. So I'll separate it based on the space. So I click right now. So I click. It's going to show me a preview here. I click finish. So you see that at the end here it's already separated. That's how to separate. You can name this place as country if you want. And name it as country. So let us look at. I want to merge. If I want to merge this place and this place, this column B and column C, I want to show you. Let me say I want to merge it. Let me create an empty space here. So I want to merge it here now. So you have different ways of merging, but I'm going to use the formula way to merge. Let me just say country and capital. So I want country and capital to be here. So country and capital to be here. So I'll say equals to what? So I want to concat. It's concat function I'm going to use. Concat. If your does not have concat, look for concatenate. Possibly that should work. So I choose this function. So I say I want to add this one, comma. I'll put this one here and this one. You see now, C2. So I'll close my bracket. So if you see now, it's going to show me this one. But you can see that they are merged, but I need a space. So I'll go back to this place. I will add an empty space. Let me show it very, very big so that you can see it very well. Okay, so I'm coming. Let me make it big. Then make it big so that you see it very well. Okay. So if you come to this place now, you double click it. So I'm going to add empty space here. Empty spaces, bracket open. Quote open, quote close. Empty. So I'm adding an empty space, empty text here. Just like if I'd put solo here right now, fine. But I'm not putting anything there. I put an empty space here. So this empty space, I separate this B, what is in B2, then empty space, comma, just in B2, comma, empty space, comma, then C2. What is C2? So we're merging them together. So if I click enter now, you see that there's space now. So if you are okay, you can drag across. So relatively, it's going to just do it for you. You see it now, it has already automatically done it for you. So this is how to merge two columns, but this is merged by formula. Understand? It's merged by formula. So if you are trying to do it, there might be issue like, if you are trying to merge it back, you are trying to separate it, there could be issue when you're using formula like this. So you have to be careful about that. Okay, so thank you very much for listening to this class. Look forward to seeing you in the next class.